Hi, Barry. Welcome to the Leanpub launch video for Residues, Time, Change, and Uncertainty in Software Architecture. I was wondering if you could take a couple of minutes just to talk about yourself and about your book and who it's for.
Yes, so I am a veteran software architect with a long career in the industry, and I've been spending the last few years doing a PhD, which is based on somewhere in between software engineering, complexity science, and philosophy. And what I've come up with is that we need to change the way that we do software architecture in its entirety. And I've come up with an idea that the unit of a software architecture isn't a component, it isn't a module, it isn't an object or a service, but it's actually something called a residue, which is what's left over of a system as it gets damaged, as it lives its life, which is a way of relating our software architectures to the bruises and bumps that they're going to experience in their life cycle when we deploy them to production. And this leads to the rather radical idea that to build a software architecture, you shouldn't gather requirements and try to manage risk and try to measure risk. What you should do is randomly simulate your environment, your business environment, until you see the behavior in your architecture that you want to see, which is that it survives over the long term. Whenever you throw things at it that it hasn't been designed for. And this is a very different way of thinking, moves away from the idea of specification and determination of an architecture that we've been working with since the 1960s.
It's a really great book. It's for those listening, it's not very long, and it addresses a lot of really sort of complex and big issues, but it's sort of written in a very kind of readable and accessible way. The book is Residues, Time, Change, and Uncertainty in Software Architecture. So thank you very much, Barry, for taking this a few moments to talk to us about your book.
Thank you.